Alright, welcome back everybody. My name is Atris and today we're playing Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today we're playing against a random player named Swindle on Dusk Towers, and as you can see on the player banner there that he's playing as Terran. Obviously I don't know that yet, and I'm just going to go and close that real quick. You already see that the game's about 11 minutes long, but I just uploaded a short 2-minute one, so it's a pro brush, but this game I'm just planning on going very basic. I'm just planning on going Stalker not Stalker Disruptor, Adept. Uh, Planning on going just one base all in, and kind of halfway through I just decide not to. So I'm dropping Pylon first, then the Gateway, and going to Scout and see what my opponent is, so that I can figure out what I'm gonna do. Because obviously I don't know it at that point. I'm going to drop both assimilators at about 18, 17, 18, and just keep making probes. Now my first probe is just about there, and since he couldn't get up there, I assumed that he was Terran, and he is in fact Terran. So I'm just gonna make a proxy pylon over here in the corner, hope that my opponent doesn't see it, and then try and scout a wee bit later on. So my gateway finishes up. I'm gonna drop my cybernetics core, build that wall, immediately make a zealot so that I can wall it off, and I do see that my opponent actually has a scout in my base, but not really much I can do. He goes and hides, and I completely forget about it, but he very well could be making a proxy racks or factory in my base, and I wouldn't even know it because I didn't bother going to scout, which is a problem on me. So Zealot's done, getting this base fully saturated, and I'm gonna go for a second base here in just a second. So I've got a gateway going down at my proxy pylon. I'm planning on going to Depths at this point. That's the plan. But at the same time, I'm going to drop a second base. I'm going to start Warp Gate. I'm going to start my Mothership Core, and going to drop a second base at about the 2.5-minute mark. Now this is a wee bit late. I mean, if I had known, I would have definitely gone Nexus Gateway right at the beginning, and then gone into my Adept build or Stalker Disruptor. But as it is, I didn't know, so I dropped my second base. Got my Mothership Core out, so she's ready to go for any and all early aggression. But I know that he's not going Reapers simply because the Reapers aren't here yet. But any sort of extra stuff, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to build a Twilight Council. Probably not the best idea to build the Twilight Council over here. I'm also making Adepts as soon as I can. Like I said, it's probably not the best idea to put it right there, especially at least not on this map. I mean, it is okay to hide your tech, but it's probably not the best. This is a pretty sloppy game. I've been playing pretty sloppy the last 2 days probably. Recently got promoted, and I feel like I'm not playing up to my best. I haven't played up to my best for a couple of days now since I got promoted. I'm going to be starting the Resonating Glaives. I was just deciding whether I'm going to go Blink or Adepts. I decided to go Resonating Glaives, dropping another gateway here. My Warp Gate is just about done, and I'm going to move this, that annoys me. And I haven't scouted yet, and I really should. Again, I'm playing pretty sloppily, but this was just a good game, just a good game for me. It was a win, is what it was, and dropping another gateway in my main base. Or no, I'm not. I'm just making probes. I'm sorry. I'm dropping 2 gateways down at my proxy. I apologize. And getting the Resonating Glaives. And going to change all these to Warp Gates. I'm just going to start warping in here in just a second. Going to try and completely saturate my second base. And as you can see, I'm doing pretty bad at that as well. And just I've said it a couple of times already, but again, it's a pretty sloppy game, and we have those days, and it's just I think I went 1 for 10 today. I lost 9 in a row today, and this was my this was my first win, so this is the one I'm uploading But I can upload losses too if you'd like. I can sort of analyze where I went wrong in that, if y'all would like that. Like I said, you can see that I'm warping in the Adept. My Resonating Glaives is just about done, and I'm going to hit right when my Resonating Glaives is done. I think I'm going to do one more warp in, and then I'm going to go.
Upgrade complete.
This gateway is just about done. I'm going to drop a robotics facility. Definitely want to get some immortals into disruptors should this game go a bit too far, or I'm sorry, too long. Do one more set of warp in, and you can see that my economy is not that great because my second base. Actually, let's go ahead and pause it, and I'll show you. This is my second base. This is, like I said, it's a pretty sloppy game. Let's go ahead and carry on. But it's just a lucky break for me more than a good game. But just shading in, see him. He's just rallying across the map, and luckily he's got that down. And I hit him just as he hits me. If you see on the mini map, I'm going to try and take out his base before he takes me out. We're definitely base trading here, but my mothership core's there. She's going to photon overcharge that pylon. I'm going to warp in a couple of more Adepts to try and hold this off. I'm unsuccessful, and he tries to take me out. So now we're just sort of racing, trying to beat each other. But my army versus his army, I don't think I can win. But I do have a probe over at my proxy pylon and that. He does lift up, and I definitely want to get rid of all these barracks if I can. He should have lifted them all off, but he didn't, which I'm really glad he didn't. It really helped me out. But while he's producing, I don't think he can lift up, but he could have just easily just cancelled it. But I'm going to take my probe. I've got plenty of minerals. I'm going to build a cybernetics core. I'm going to build another pylon, and then I'm going to build another base. These guys are still just plugging away, and I'm going to check his natural, see if he's got anything, and I definitely want to try and destroy all of these barracks as soon as I can. I want to, I've got enough minerals in that to warp in 9 more Adepts, and I definitely want to get that cybernetics core done so that I can warp in and try and take out this army. But I'm going to take this probe, going to build another base, going to use these guys. We're going to try and supply block him. I think he's just got too much for me. Too much command centers and that to be supply blocked. But I'm gonna attempt it. We're trading bases at this point. I don't know why he didn't check my natural. I think he just left to come and deal with my army here. And I do a bit of a misclick here. I really should have just shaded out completely instead of attacking, and then I A moved like this. So 5 of my Adepts decide to attack the base instead of his units. So they're all dead. So he's got a fairly, well, it's not a very good army, but his 23 versus my 14, and 7 of them are probes. So I'm not doing very good. This is actually not a very good game, but it's very sloppy play by myself and my opponent. But that's just some games. Some games you're just not very good. But I'm just going to keep warping in, and what he's doing is he's just looking for my other bases, because obviously it didn't. I wasn't revealed, so obviously I've still got a base, and obviously he's got a base too because he wasn't revealed, and I know that because I watched his command center get lifted up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to warp in as many Adepts as I can, and I'm going to start scouting around, trying to find his base. Definitely try to take out his base. You can see on my mini map that I do see that he's attacking me, but it's just one, and I get a really lucky break here. They kill him, and I'm just going to keep warping in. My probe is still doing nothing, and I'm just going to come back and try and take him out. But you can see that he's rallying everybody back, so he must have sent one to each thing, which is really good for me because they come home one at a time, and I'm able to just take out his army. So I've definitely got the lead here. And we're playing 28 against 12, and it's just not pretty. And I don't know where my army is going. I think I clicked on the mini map, so I'm just gonna go back and try and supply block him even further, because again, I don't know where he is. I don't know what he's doing, or his general plan. And I'm just gonna go up there and do what I can. Definitely try to supply block if I can, and try and draw out his army for sure, and to see if he dropped back down up here. It's kind of what I'm doing as well. But I'm sending a one adept out to check all the bases. So that's what we're doing next. So I'm sending this massive amount, but then I see that I rallied him over there, and I just misclicked. But I do see that his town is right here. I do see his guys, so we're gonna go in and we're gonna try. We did successfully supply block him, so all's good. So my adepts are going in, and we're just gonna take him out. And this is game, but if you've got any sort of skill, any level, you can tell that this is a pretty badly played game. So if you do leave a comment, remember that I already know that it's a crappy game, but I just wanted to show you guys. I'll leave the build order down below. Not very helpful, simply because it is a pretty badly played game. Definitely could have tightened some screws here and there, but not all games are pretty, and a win is a win. But like I said, I'll have the build order down below. If you liked it, click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ta!